Why do you not save the state of the maze? Question number 1. Am I supposed to know how to decommission Monty? Because I sure as heck don't. So back to the missions. Yeah. Find Mazercise control key in the daycare theater. But I haven't. Also, I haven't technically investigated. I saw it on the camera. And I don't know how to decommission Monty. And this is a lie. Alright. So I'm not gonna open this thing yet because, oh no wait, that might be the key. It actually might be the key. I'm just gonna waste my time if I don't find out first. So just hold on, Freddy, hold on, because I think this might actually be it, and I'm just being dumb. But okay, all right. Well, it's not giving me a prompt though. Uh oh. Hi. Oh, maybe Freddy's too close, and it's confusing it, because I've had that problem before. Yeah, okay. You stay, no, you stay right there. Stay. Let's see. Yeah, that was the problem. If you have stuff that's like both E button prompts, yeah, that's the control key. So, okay, alright, we're just gonna walk back out now. Just so I can access that. Okay. I hope that without my extra power upgrade, I still have enough power to do this. They're still following me though, even though I'm Freddy. Can we just acknowledge how that's kind of like not how that's supposed to be? Surely? How far do we think we can get riding Freddy here? It's way easier than what I did yesterday to preserve all the... I slaved yesterday to preserve the power for today, is what I did. Because I wouldn't have had this if I had used him to get down there. So... Alright, so you are fully charged. Yeah? Okay. You stay here. Got it? Good. I'll call you when I need you, which will be outside Mazercise. Just so you know. Oh, you just materialized out of... I thought you were going to come up the stairs like you did yesterday. I was incorrect. No, I wouldn't consider that I have investigated the vent in Mazercise. If you asked me. And I would not consider that I have found out how to decommission Monty, if you asked me. But, apparently... according to FNAF, I have done both of those things. Okay, so let's look at that note. Turn the corner blue or something. But look at all the blue. What do you mean? Let's mission use Mazercise controls to move the walls and access them. Yeah, okay. Answer Mazercise instructions. Move blue to the corner. You should be able to work it out from there. Okay, well, once I use the key, is that going to make sense that I move blue to the corner? I don't... How I use key? Is this not place to use key? This feels like place for key. Is it not? Look, there's like a slot right there where I would put a card key. I don't understand. Will it prompt me if I like... Why did that come up when I just tried to press a button and that's all I did? Excuse me? No. I did not do that, though. All right, I've got some problems with their methodology here. Okay, all right. Will I know what's different? Probably not. Oh, I don't look at it there. I look at it in my cams. What happened here was I spent 1 hour and 13 minutes solving Mazercise. I tried and tried and I got awful close. I even accidentally figured out that the single dark green tile was the one that allowed access to the vent, though I wasn't positive it was the only tile that would. I struggled along for over an hour, putting blue in the corner, as the clues said to do, and failing to figure out how that could help me. Because honestly, it can't. Blue doesn't have anything to do with it. Green does. The single, special green tile. This was the bulk of my playtime that night, so this episode is a little weird. Every other one, except the first one, which spanned 2 nights, is just the gameplay from 1 night. This one is 2 because, come on, you really don't want to watch an entire episode that's just me doing Mazercise and failing, do you? I don't either. So here's the sped up and cut down version up here. Eventually, I decided that there were simply too many variables involved. It was late, I was frustrated, and I didn't think blue in the corner was helpful at all. I was right. So I quit, I reloaded so the maze would be fresh, and then I went and got a guide that gives you just the button presses and lever flips required to solve it, and I solved it. I took a peek at it on the cams, then saved and closed up for the night, confident I could just run right through the maze the next day. Except the state of the maze didn't save. Yeah, imagine if you had spent 2 full hours legitimately solving this maze. You didn't use a walkthrough or the code, you solved it all by yourself, and it took a huge chunk of time. Then you have to leave, so you save, assuming, as is logical, that the state of the maze that is now solved would also save, only to come back the next day and that 2 hours of work is just gone. That's how it was all the way up until the June patch. I admit that I pestered them about it in all of my subsequent embarrassing number of bug report emails. Mazercise is the one single part of this game that honestly and legitimately made me consider never playing again. Not here, but later, actually, when it still was not fixed. The fact that the state of the maze puzzle would not save was and is, to me, an unforgivable crime, among the many other crimes that I find quite forgivable. There's really only one other thing that I can't forgive them for, but that doesn't come up for a very long time yet. I think you've probably seen enough by now. Let's just zip right along to when I'm saving, blissfully unaware of the problem, and closing for the night. The vent is accessible from there. Did follow the directions, but it is 3:30, so I'm actually gonna have to wrap it up for the night. That was a nightmare. But
so there is a
okay,
vent
all
in
right.
this
Well,
maze
what do
that
you?
leads to the Monty golf
Yeah,
platform.
I've been to that
I
control
believe there is
panel.
a control panel for the maze around here somewhere.
I did it. Unless you undid it after I logged out, in which case I would be very angry. Am I lost? Now, Roxy, that is a very excellent question right now. Am I lost? Yeah, kinda. But I'm lost in unlimited space. I'm crouching just because I don't know if anything comes in here with me. I should have followed wall right. If you've seen previous, when I was talking about the maze and my concerns about being sent into a maze given my general inability to do mazes, I did mention a little program that I wrote for a little thing called Corel the Robot. Well, robot, but my teacher pronounced it that way. Sci class. Oh, hi. Yeah, you could maybe not be there. Okay, so I'm gonna do it the Corel the Robot way. Follow wall right. You basically you keep your hand on the right hand wall, and you're always gonna solve a maze that way. Now, here's the thing. I don't know that this only works if there's only one destination. and I don't know that the only destination is the vent. So I'm just pretending that I'm actually Gregory, and I'm just touching the wall on my right the entire time. And that should theoretically solve any maze. I mean, you could do the left. It doesn't make a difference. I just happen to have an affinity for the right. Yeah, see, it did bring me to these green walls, though. Look at that. Now we just have to go in. All right. Yeah, see? That's not so bad, right? Oh, it unsolved it. You bastards. It unsolved it. Because this should be against the wall. This is the green tile. You mean I have to go get the freaking walkthrough again? What? Alright, I'm a little irritated now. Scratch that. I'm a lot irritated now. Come on. I did it already. Okay? Like, it should have saved the state where the maze was finished. I mean, I checked on the cams and the green tile was still in place. There's no reason it shouldn't be. Still in that state. Now I have to go get the walkthrough again. And do it again. And I will continue to not understand why it wouldn't save that state. I cannot comprehend why you would make it so that it wouldn't save the state of the maze, which is like the most important. Well, now I'm glad I didn't like actually end up solving it myself, because come on. All right. 2, 3. Again, no word from Gregory or Freddy, so I don't know. But this is open now. At least as of the moment that I looked at the cams. Everybody look, vent open, green tile in place, so if I go in there and it's not, then we got a problem. Like a really big problem. So, we're following the wall right again. I'm not crouching this time because I don't have time for this. I mean, I see the blue ended up grouped fairly significantly here, but at the same time, I don't see as how that really has anything to do with the solution. Could be wrong about that, but... Alright, hey guys, follow wall right totally worked. Thank you to my high school computer science teacher. That was possibly one of the more useful things that I learned in my senior year of high school. Was follow wall right. Like literally just a way to solve mazes. I know that's dumb, but here we are. Alright, so bracing myself for Mini Music Man to be a problem, because we know that there's something in the vents, and we actually know what it is. You know, the maintenance guys might not have known, but we know. Weirdly, I didn't hear him though. Use what? What am I using? I don't understand. Oh, it's a save thing right there. I cannot believe that of all the things I didn't see a save spot. Yeah, let's choose another one just in case. Okay. So we're in the catwalk now. What be this? Oh, is it that we know how to decommission Monty because we know that if you hit the hurricane hole-in-one that it caused him to fall down before? Is that... We got that note forever ago. It's not like that was part of this mission, right? I mean, that note's old, I think. I don't remember exactly, but... Alright, what are you? Can I use you? Oh, I can't. Oh, hey. And now that we are in their graphic settings, which is, in other words, no light at all, which is great. I guess I'm aiming for these guys, yeah? Probably. I mean, they feel like things I should be hitting. I guess not the one that I did hit, but okay. And now that these are going crazy fast, I guess I'm supposed to somehow maybe get down to the next thing. Alright. I mean, you have to admit, though, that this is like a really cool attraction. Oh, hi. Yeah, that startled me just a tiny bit, and I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do about you. So that's... Hi, you're really big. Okay. Hey, you're like really in my face. I guess I have to run.
Hey, little guy.
What am I doing? I don't understand. Do I have a mission? Do I understand what I'm supposed to do? Or am I supposed to understand what I'm supposed to do? Because I don't. So, if I am supposed to understand this, I don't understand it. I'm running blindly. He doesn't like these. That's what I know. So am I fending him off with the... Oh, now I have 0. Okay, so I get it. So I'm limited by the ammo that I have in each individual one. But he does not like them. So I think I'm supposed to just try to keep hitting him. But that involves me knowing where he is relative to where I am and him not being, like, right on my butt. In other words, being somewhere in my range. I saw... Oh yeah, that's right there. Okay. Bye!
Hey, little guy.
Yeah, I don't... I'm not your biggest fan, bro. I mean, you are really cool, honestly, but, like... it doesn't mean I want you to catch me. Not that I'm gonna have a whole lot of choices here, I think, probably. Will I know if I've successfully hit him? I mean, I'm not getting enough feedback here to know if I'm being successful at all. Like... There's no health bar, there's no... I'm not hearing like a nice solid plunk if I'm hitting him. I don't know that I'm being successful. Genuine confusion here. I just really don't know. That was close. Let's see, there it is. Well, that wasn't fair. Am I supposed to hit the gator heads instead of Monty himself? Is it walkthrough time? Because I'm really bad at combat, it might be. Using them to fill up... Oh. I am supposed to be filling up the splash bucket. Don't know how I was supposed to know that. I don't... How was I supposed to know? I mean, he runs away from the ball turret. Like, I don't think that my guess was necessarily wrong. I mean, it was wrong in terms of what I actually am supposed to do, but I don't know that it was wrong in terms of, you know, relative understanding. Oh, do you know what it says? It says fill splash bucket up there. Okay, I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb. Alright. Oh, don't ask me how I missed that before. Alright. It's whatever. At this point in the game, things are getting hard enough for me that it's like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Basically, you're just supposed to stay away from them and then get to the turrets and fill the bucket, but I'm not exactly sure how to reach the bucket from all of the turrets. Also, you have to, like, approach them from the side.
Hey, little guy.
Oh, I ran right into him. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of trial and error. Let me tell you, when you're like a foot away from your screen, that is way in your face. Nice big, I mean, it's big to me. It's a tiny screen according to, you know, monitor sales, apparently, because when I was looking for monitors, I was like, my room is not that big, and my space is not that big. I really can't have anything, you know, 30 inches wide. I mean, that's the diagonal measurement, of course, always, but like, I really can't have something that big in here. So I was looking for things, you know, under 27. Okay, alright, so we ran that one out. And it is filling. I mean, the lights on the top, I guess, are filling. Yeah, see, do I waste any, like, bending them off this way? Well, that one didn't, like, short out when I was done with it. I don't really like the... Where are you? Oh, you're close. Uh-oh. 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 Dodgy, dodgy. Let's just try to stay ahead of where he is. How many times is it gonna play the sting while I'm in here? I mean, like, come on, man. Just keep going that direction. Don't go up here. And you don't need to be up here. Felt like I heard him approaching, so... But I don't actually know that I did, really. I don't know where he is right now. Oh, these refill. Okay. If you see my head jerking around, it's because I just instinctively, if I need to be a direction, like, lean that way as though it's actually going to help. I know it doesn't. I know that intellectually it doesn't stop me from doing it. This is just gonna be punishing, isn't it? I mean, alright, we're like 2/3 of the way there, but I have no idea how hard this is gonna be to finish. Probably pretty hard, would be my guess. guess the music like kicks in more when he's closer to me. Wait, you're gonna turn away from me. Alright, I'm down with that. I mean, like, you do you, bro, but... You had me.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
little guy.
Uh-oh. 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 The possibility exists that Monty Gator is better at mazes than I am. I mean, the possibility exists that 5-year-olds are better at mazes than I am, so...
Hey, little guy.
Oh, I ran right into him. I was so close. I got the full. Come on. That's just discouraging. Alright, alright. I mean, if I did it once, I can do it again. It's, you know, just a matter of how long it's going to take, because a lot of that is just chance. Get in my face again. Hey.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I'd rather not go with the rocking and the rolling and
Little guy.
the fighting and things that I'm bad at. Okay, see, here's the other problem, is that when I'm done with it, when I build the thingy up, yeah, I accidentally hit E because it just told me to. It said press E to use, so I just went ahead and did it even though it was empty. I'm just like that. A little bit tense, just a little bit. Uh-oh. The other problem here is that all of the little things, the little boats, as it were, are all the same color as him, of course. And so I'm having trouble telling when Monty is around and close. Because I don't really know what's Monty and what's not Monty. Waste a couple of shots there driving him off, but what does that mean for me? I don't know. Which direction are you coming from? Crap, you went back up, which means he could kind of come down anywhere. Or right there. It's also a choice. Yeah, the problem is I need to get back to that button, but at least I know where it is now. It's like right in front, like literally right in front of the thing. Because that's the final step of this process, apparently, is to run up to that button. So he's attacking these things, I think. As I go along. So that there won't be as many of them to use. I have to get back there though. And this, as you may know, is potentially a serious problem. Because you know what it involves? It involves me getting through what is essentially a maze without being caught. Oh, look what I did, look what I did! I did it! What was that, only like 5 tries? It's not so bad for me. And hey, I had to get through the maze to do it at the end. I actually feel a tiny bit bad. I do. I actually do feel a little bit bad. Because, I mean, he's kind of cool. Okay, I feel more than a tiny bit bad. I feel pretty bad. But at the same time, I kind of also don't. Because, like, you know... surely these are the claws, yes? Okay. Now these are the claws, the exoskeleton part. Alright. So now we have to get to parts and service, I guess. Also, I'm on the stage, and I don't actually know how I get down off of the stage. Nope. So there's got to be like a... There's got to be a down or something. Just like look at all this, and I couldn't see that these were stacked. Much less that there's a vent. It's much clearer in their version, and that may be because I have the gamma up, and it's, you know, possibly it's actually detrimental when there's, you know, sort of volumetric stuff like smoke, but. Oh, alright, okay. Now I gotta get back to a safe spot, though, and, oh, there's one back here. There's one back here. By the security thing. That's right. Almost forgot. Alright, hey, I took down Monty. Only took me like 5 tries. Oh, jeez, another safe slot. Okay. That wasn't that bad for me. Now, I want to see the map. How from here to parts and service? I guess I have to get back out of Gator Golf, right? And back to the atrium, because then we can take the stage elevator down to parts and service to upgrade Freddy. That seems right to me. I don't really remember. Oh, yeah, I gotta be up there. Okay, and yeah, that was the same security bot. But there's no Monty anymore, so, like, who's gonna catch me, right? He says with false kind of confidence that he's going to get me doing something really dumb. Okay, I think he gets in here by himself if I use the computer. I think.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Another thing. What if I saved before I did that, though? It's in the middle of it, so it won't let me. Oh well, that's fine. Next time I'll know better. Before I do the computer, Okay.
Let's begin by opening the arm casing.
Sure. Click on the arm to open the casing. Anywhere on the arm?
Disconnect the collared cables to remove the old forearm. It is important that you match the pattern correctly.
What do you mean? Oh, do I just press the button? Is this a button thing again? Probably a button thing instead of clicking on the wire. Click on the button. That's probably what it is. Alright, well, I'll save closer. Next time I'll save in the room. I think what it wants me to do is I think it wants me to hit the buttons, not the wires. Because that's the problem I had before. Now it said disconnect the wires. Which to me means click on the wires. I'm just gonna...
Let's begin by opening the arm casing. Disconnect the collared cables to remove the old forearm. It is important that you match the pattern correctly.
It might be on this side, but I'll try this side. Oh no. Alright, I gotta concentrate.
Disconnect the collared cables to remove the old forearm. It is important that you match the pattern correctly.
I understand, but it's gonna be really hard. Okay. Okay. Click on the claws to pull them out of the casing.
Great. Now place the new armature into the forearm casing.
Okay.
With the new armature inserted, reconnect the colored wires.
Okay.
Great job. Now close the casing.
What? No. You highlighted that for me to click on. I'm calling shenanigans on that one. That's some shenanigans. Alright, see.
Disconnect the colored cables to remove the old forearm.
Inside of
it is important that you match the pattern correctly.
Alright. Okay.
Great. Now place the new armature into the forearm casing.
Does that by itself.
With the new armature inserted, reconnect the colored wires. Great job. Now close the casing. Good job.
Okay.
Now
so you don't want me
use
to
the
click on
testing
the side
console
part.
to run diagnostics and complete the procedure.
Oh, no, not this. Okay. Okay.
What?
It says computer. That's the one outside, presumably.
Well done. There is no need to perform the procedure on the other arm.
Oh.
The auto assist did it for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Could the auto assist have done both of them? I mean, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I'm using Monty's clouds to open special gates scattered throughout the pizza plex. Yes, I know. That's why I did it.
My arms are different. Where did you get these parts?
Nowhere.
I'd rather not say.
How fortunate.
Yeah.
I should now be able to smash through the cyclone fences around the building, the way Monty does.
Exactly like he did.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Alright. Fortunately, we know where the recharge station is. It's right out here. And we finished 4 to 5. It is now 5 a.m. And we've got to go stop Roxy. Are you joking me?
I am very glad that you made it to the recharge station,
as am
Gregory.
I.
Now that I have been upgraded, I should be able to access the Roxy Raceway. I have not been there for a very long time.
Maybe.
But perhaps you can find some clues on how to deal with Roxy while you are there.
Maybe I could, but that'll be for tomorrow. Oops, no, not this. I wanted to get out, actually. And go to the save station. That's inside parts and services. See, it's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I made it. It's not actually 5 a.m. in real life, it's 2:30, but... You know, I've done the Monty boss fight several times now. Somehow it always feels chaotic to me, no matter how many times I've beat it. I expect that some of the feeling of utter unpredictability and chaos comes from my inability to take in all of what I'm shown on screen, and in fact, there were some occasions in editing where I could clearly see Monty on the screen when I knew that I had had no idea where he was at the time. It's easier when I'm not trying to get to the guns and keep moving, of course. I imagine that it's at least somewhat related to the problem I had with the endos, where I couldn't find that door. My brain is trying to find the way out or the way away from danger, but there's simply too much confusing information for it to entirely focus in on what it really needs to notice. Since Monty is somewhat camouflaged by all the other green things in the room, I suppose in this case my brain is more interested in finding the things that get us out or away and finish the encounter, rather than worrying about where the actual threat is coming from, dismissing this as an impossible task and waste of time. That's certainly how it feels, both in the moment and watching it back. If you were yelling at your screen during the parts and service bit, know that I, from my place comfortably here in the future, was doing the same thing. How the heck I managed to do the same thing again and think that somehow clicking on the wires was the thing to do, I have absolutely no idea. Honestly, I wouldn't say that I get hung up on semantics that much, but wow, I was incredibly literal when it came to interpreting what this game wanted. Disconnect the wires? Sure, boss, I'll do that. I'll take care of the wires, not the buttons. Apparently. Does this carry over into my normal life? Am I like this all the time and I never knew it? I have no idea. You may or may not have noticed that as the series goes on, I'm cutting out more and more of the running from place to place segments. In this episode, that was largely about the runtime, render time, and upload time. Splicing 2 sessions together resulted in a heck of a long video. But I'm doing it more often now if I'm not saying or doing anything funny, strange, dumb, or interesting during parts where I just travel from place to place, because by now, you've seen all these places. Earlier, I wanted to show you everything the way that I saw everything. Revealing it as I experienced the exploration was part of it. And it will be again in any new areas, but I think at this point, you really just don't need nearly so much of me running through the atrium. You know what it looks like. You probably know where things are better than I did at the time by now. So unless something is happening, if it's just travel, you'll be seeing less of it, which I hope makes things more watchable than if I had left it in. I think that about does it for this episode. You know what that means. It's time to say, good night, Freddy, and I'll see you next time.